Hello Reformers and welcome back to A Clash of Kings 4.1. Now, when we left off, we had just raided a village all the way over here, hilariously enough, and I've only made it over here. Well, technically I was all the way down here near the natural harbour, but the problem was we were continually pursued by everything under the sun. So, vassal, pirate band, another pirate band, everyone was trying to kill us. And that has not changed, as you can see. There's actually a pirate band right here that I would very much like to fight, because, as you can see, they have 26 prisoners. And I have a pretty decent space at the moment. I have a pretty decent space, so let's do it. Let's fight them. There's 30... Oh. I did not want them to... Okay, fine, whatever. This guy is joining on my side, and he's gonna make things very annoying, because if I had done this fight just by myself, I probably would have been given, I don't even know, probably about 10 renown, or something along those lines, and we probably would have had a huge amount of experience, and it would have been a really, really fun fight. But now we have a vassal joining us. I was actually unaware that he was that close by, and I didn't think that someone from Cohor would be helping us. I personally felt like, I mean, they must be somehow allied with the Valantines, and that must be the only reason why there's anything going on here. Anyway, I'm going to try and slice a bunch of them, and we're going to see if that has any effect. I mean, are you serious? Oh my... that is awful. Okay, so yeah. Every single time, if you have not seen the previous episode, every single time we've gone fighting against pirates, with the exception of once, I have been killed by pirate archers. And they are, for some reason, deciding that it would be a good idea to headshot me and just ignore everyone else that's currently coming towards them to slaughter them. And it's rather funny, because I've mentioned this quite a few times before in various other series, where the AI, or shall we say the enemy AI, specifically the archer AI, tends to focus on the player character. And of course, that's not such a big deal in A Clash of Kings or Parisno or Pendor or anything that has battle continuation, whereas in Native, that does get to be, well, shall we say a little bit more serious than just a small thorn in your side. It becomes a great problem. So then you end up taking many more cautious options, and you know, you tend to be a lot more passive in what you're doing, which is a great shame, because you want to get into the action, you know, you want to get into the action, you want to have some fun, and that Caravan Master is extremely overpriced. 130? Are you serious? 130 coins per week for one guy? I don't even know. I don't even know what he's doing. But anyway, there you go. We now have a bunch of extra things, I suppose, which is good. You know, don't get me wrong. I was perfectly happy to, you know, receive these rescued prisoners. But on the other hand, I would have much preferred to have fought the pirate band myself, because I just find that more fun. Anyway, what do we do here? Shall I take this rusty curved sword? Shall I use the rusty curved sword over the arming sword? No, I don't think we will. But I am going to take it just to sell anyway. Alright, so we still have been unable to get to a town to be able to sell something, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait here for about a day, just until Elias gets back on his feet, and then we're going to make our way over to Myhrr, and hopefully, finally, we will be able to purchase a masterwork crossbow. Now, what do you bet that as soon as we get to the marketplace, the masterwork crossbow is gone? There was actually two of them, so they're probably both going to be gone, and in their place is going to be a bent, rusty, light crossbow, or something along those lines that we really don't want. So that's probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen. You know me. My luck usually does run in that kind of circle, so we're probably going to try and be a bit careful about coming across anyone. Actually, hilariously enough, I don't need to worry anymore, I don't think, because we have a pretty amazing amount of units now, so I think most pirate parties are just going to avoid us. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, we have arrived. Oh, you only have 500? Are you serious? Okay. Yeah. As I thought. They do not have the masterwork crossbow. However, Well, see, here's the thing. I would love to get the Masterwork one because it does have 5 extra damage, and it does have a little bit of extra speed as well. However, this is much more, shall we say, viable in terms of its cost. So I suppose the only other thing I can do is go over to Draconis and see if we can find a Masterwork crossbow over there, because we know that they did have 1 or 2, and let's just see whether they actually do now. Yes, they do. Okay, fantastic. So they do have... Phew, I was a bit worried about that for a second. They also have a huge amount of money, so this is going to be pretty good because we can sell everything that we want here. And hopefully it's going to result in us being able to afford the Masterwork Mirish crossbow, and then I'll be able to go back to Westeros, you know, significantly more powerful, which is exactly what we want. Wow, we can just sell this lumber for... Well, the price does not degrade. I suppose the price is not degrading because it's already at its rock bottom value, which is awful, but it's okay. You can sell that. There we go, and we'll just sell that. Okay, so 2,500. Yes, I think we have enough. We literally just about have enough, so that's good. I'm going to buy... Which one should I buy? They're both the same, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to buy that one, and I'm going to equip it. Thank you very much. And there we go. Oh yes, so now we have 709 remaining. I'm going to take an exquisite bag of grain and some fine cabbages. Because how can you not take fine cabbages, right? Yes, exactly. Anyway, there we go. That is nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so now we can start to use our crossbow against those blasted pirate archers. Yes, okay, I think what I'm going to... Oh yes, wait a minute. What I also need to do is head into the tavern and sell my prisoners. Oh, yeah, we just went into the tavern, didn't we? And there wasn't actually a ransom broker here. I'm actually kind of surprised because every single town that I've gone into so far has had a ransom broker. So it's very, very strange that we couldn't find one there. Ooh, this guy has an Unsullied in his party. Oh, never mind. Yes. This is kind of the reason why I tend not to really like being a mercenary, because it gives you... I mean, that's the thing, okay? It does give you an advantage by giving you that weekly wage. You know, that weekly wage is significant and very, very useful. However, on the other hand, when you're trying to fight some bandits and you're trying to get some experience and you just want to be left alone, whenever your vassals are nearby, they're gonna interfere, which is never really a good thing. But okay, I'm gonna try and kill that guy that's shooting me. Ooh, yeah, nice. There we go. We're getting some nice shots off right here. Very nice. Okay, I like the new, what is it now? The new crosshair. Yes, I like the new crosshair. That's pretty nice. Anyway, let's see. Can I, is that one of mine or? No, I'm having a difficulty seeing which one is which because they're all wearing sort of grayish armor. So, yes. Obviously, they do have the icon above their heads, but sometimes you can't see it dependent on whether it's against a sort of darkish background or whatever the case may be, but there you go. We did try out our crossbow at least just a little bit, I suppose, and we do get to reap the benefits of what was currently going on here, so I suppose we do get to rescue the prisoners and everything. I wonder when they're going to try and buy this guy back, because we've had him in our party for quite some time, and I'm kind of surprised that they're not wanting to buy him back, well, reasonably soon. I mean, I think that's a bit weird how they wouldn't do that. Well, anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Myhrr and see if there's a ransom broker there, because I would very much like to sell my prisoners. And then I think what we should do is probably just fight a bunch of pirates and things like that, and then go from there, because what we want to do is technically just make as much money as possible, and then we can hopefully also earn a pretty decent amount of renown in the process, as well as maybe then aiming to become a Westerlands vassal. Now, I know that becoming a Westerlands vassal is not necessarily the best idea, because the Westerlands tend to get taken out pretty fast, but maybe we can, you know, maybe we can prevent them from, you know, having a problem like that. I mean, I don't assume to think that I am that powerful, but maybe I'll be able to gain some pretty decent amounts of renown that way. Alright, so I've been searching for some neutral parties to fight, and now that we have a pretty strong army, most of them are a little bit too fast for us. So I'm going to have to start, you know, getting a companion leveled up, maybe someone that has a bunch of intelligence in pathfinding so that we can actually start catching these guys a little bit easier. Now, I had to kind of use the speed up function here to try and find someone to fight, and finally I was able to pursue these guys and get them just before they entered the reach of a Pentoshi vassal, yes. So there is someone very, very close by. Hopefully they do not have a good amount of pathfinding skill, because if they do, bad things are going to happen. Yes, rather bad things. But if they have less units than us, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to take them on, and maybe we can take them prisoner or something along those lines. I think that would be pretty cool, but it really depends on a number of things, and it depends on their army composition, of course. That's the main thing that we have to worry about there. Anyway, what are these guys? These are skirmishers as far as I'm aware, so I guess I should probably just charge straight on in here, because they're otherwise going to... Yes, do that. Wow, okay, yeah, yes. I was not anticipating that they would be... Ow. Do you see how many javelins were in my shield right there? Wow, that was pretty impressive, I gotta say. That was pretty impressive. Okay, so let's just hope that we're actually able to defeat these guys. I'm actually a bit worried now. Even though we outnumber them, it shouldn't really take too much to eliminate them, hopefully. Ah, yes. Now, these guys do actually have a bunch of prisoners as well, so even if we do lose a couple of units, that shouldn't make too much difference. I'm going to try and get a much bigger shield as well, because obviously the only reason we were killed right there is because they shot the javelin past our shield. So, yeah, we're going to need to get something a little bit bigger, I suppose. And there we go, we're almost at maximum capacity. Isn't that fantastic? Alright, so these guys are probably going to sell for more than the pirates, I would assume. I'm actually unsure about that, but I guess we'll just try it out and see. Alright, so let's have a look here. Oh, no, never mind. It wasn't a Pentoshi vassal, it was just a Kahoric vassal. So, yes, thankfully, yeah, he did not get involved, because I don't really want those guys helping me, thank you very much. Even though it is quite nice of them to do so, it is not necessary at the moment. Anyway, what we're going to do now is I'm going to make my way back to Westeros, and maybe we can just do a little bit of extra trading, you know, try and get some salt and things like that, and maybe... okay, we're going to help these guys, okay? We're going to go in and help the caravan here, and hopefully that's going to give us a little bit more something, a little bit more honor, I suppose. But yeah, it will give me a chance to try out my crossbow finally. I know I could have tried out my crossbow against those skirmishers, but I thought, considering they're able to do so much damage already, I didn't really want to lower my shield or anything like that. Didn't help, obviously. It didn't help in the grand scheme of things anyway, so... Oh well, never mind. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to shoot them from a far distance, because obviously this Masterwork Mirish crossbow should be pretty good, right? Yeah, should be. It really just depends whether it is. So let's try it out, shall we? Where are they coming from? Oh, there they are. Okay, so let's see. Whoa, that is actually quite far. Nice. Okay, so let's see if I'm... Ooh, nice. Look at that. Wow, that's pretty crazy. That is a pretty crazy amount of speed right there that the projectile does take. And now I'm going to get killed by a pirate archer all the way from over there. Yeah, that's going to happen. That is going to happen. Mark my words. Mark my words. They're going to focus me like nothing else. And then... Elias is just going to be, oh, why did you lower your shield? Why did you have this shield? And so on and so forth. He's just going to ask me all these questions. Okay, so I'm going to try and thrust at this guy, because that's what I do. There we go. Yeah. Can you die? Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. Okay, can you kill this one as well? Yeah, maybe. He's running. We will not allow him to run. I will get my crossbow and I will do damages. Or he'll just dance around. Now that's hilarious. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I actually missed with my crossbow now? Yeah, that would be hilarious. Anyway, yeah, I could have caught up with my melee weapon, but much more hilarious just to wait and see what he was wanting to do there. But anyway, there we go. Well, there we have it. We have one, and I do have the opportunity to capture a couple more, but that's obviously not going to happen anytime soon. All right, anything else here? Well, this shield's actually pretty decent, but the resistance is a little bit less, and I don't know, the size is really kind of bad on this one. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should try it out. I mean, it's got a pretty decent size. I mean, maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna buy a new shield whenever I have enough money for it. But anyway, I'm gonna make my way back to Salt Pans, and we're probably gonna be participating in the tournament at 9 stars, or at least doing that quest in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.